Hey everybody, a few weeks ago I showed you a video of day one of a project where we were building a retaining wall, and today I want to show you what the finished project looks like. On day one we were showing you an old cross-tie retaining wall and how it had rotted and it was coming apart, and it was something that was dangerous and had compromised the stabilization of this hillside behind us. Well, today is the last day of the project. We're all complete with it, and we just completed a final walkthrough with the homeowner, and they're thrilled with their new project. And I want to just give you a close-up view of this wall and show you some of the details of it. So as we come over here, this is a precast interlocking decorative wall block. These are 8 inches thick, 18 inches wide, and 12 inches deep. And behind this wall, it's anchored with Geogrid reinforcement. And Geogrid, sorry I'll get out of the sun here, Geogrid is an engineered mesh material. That engineered mesh material will provide vertical stabilization along 100% of the row that it is placed on. So if you think of a timber wall, oftentimes you've heard the term dead man. A dead man is an anchor in a timber wall, and as a matter of fact, I'm going to walk over here to the next door neighbor and I want to show you an example of a dead man reinforcement. The next door neighbor happens to have a wall, and I'll just preface this by saying this is not a wall we built. But if you'll notice, within that wall are anchors like this, and this is a sign of an anchor failure. As a matter of fact, this is not the right way to do it, but this is a dead man anchor. Over here we have another anchor, and you see how it's bent like that. That is an anchor failure. So in a timber retaining wall, these anchors are generally placed, or they're supposed to be placed, every 8 feet. So timber is 8 feet long. At the end of a row of a timber, you place a dead man anchor. So that's 1 point of reinforcement every 8 feet on every other row as you go up. In a precast decorative interlocking block wall, you have Geogrid, which goes 100% along the length. So in a timber wall, every 8 feet you're anchored vertically to the earth, which still can be very strong if built correctly. But when you use this Geogrid reinforcement, you anchor along every single point of it. And the concept is you have far more retaining capability and structural capability. That is why this is really a lifelong product. This wall's never going to move, it's never going to go anywhere. To clean this area up, we had a lot of dirt. So what we did is some of that dirt was placed up into the natural area and graded out, where we've covered it with wheat straw and some seed. Behind this wall, we have about roughly 100 tons of number 57 stone clean gravel. This is far more than what's necessary. What's necessary is about 12 inches. We put about 3 feet of stone. Stone is self-compacting. Dirt is unpredictable. So if we were to just backfill with dirt, it would take us a lot longer to compact, and if that dirt had the improper moisture quantity, or if it had too much clay in it, it would not compact properly and it would compromise the structural integrity of this wall. So by putting in more gravel, it costs a little more money in material, but it saves us in labor. As soon as that gravel goes in, it is compacted. There's nothing else left to do, and you have premium drainage. And on the drainage, let me know, we have French drains behind this wall. These French drains exit at the left side and at the far right side of the wall. And we also have 2 termination points within the wall. And a lot of times within a retaining wall, you will see round holes at the bottom where they drain. Round holes are great and they work. However, they invite a lot of critters and they just look unsightly. So what we've used here is a very nice slimline rectangular drain that connects to the round pipe behind. These slimline drains are clean, they're sleek. It doesn't cost anything. I mean, it's a few dollars to get them, but they make such a difference in the appearance of the wall that you don't see just this big ugly hole, and then in a year from now you see a whole bunch of chipmunks going in and out. So anyway, I wanted to share the completion of this project, and of course, 2 last details is this brand new Zorro Zoysia lawn. This is a gorgeous lawn. This backyard was dirt, weeds, red clay, and throughout this project, we of course made an absolute mess of the driveway, because that's what a lot of this equipment does. So we would never think to leave our homeowner without a nice pressure washed driveway. This driveway is far cleaner than the way we found it. And not only did we do the driveway, we did his front walkway leading up to his house, just as an extra service to say thank you and to show that we care about the appearance and we care about the way we leave our site. So anyway, finished retaining wall block project. Thanks everyone. Phil with Sarros Landscaping, and I hope this helps with your next project. Have a great day.